Hello, YouTube. We are gonna talk about um some mental health issue. Okay. I over the next few days am going to go in chronological order of my different diagnosis, go over them and their symptoms and kind of explain um you know uh how it affects my life daily. It's taken me a long time uh to get to a spot where I can be consistent with anything. So the fact that I missed my live last night really drove me crazy today, and I told myself I don't care if it's 1 in the morning, I'm doing this. Um okay, so these we're also going to be painting just so I can keep my hands busy while we're doing this. Uh, we're gonna paint these little guys. Mason, my husband, wanted me to paint something for him, so we're gonna paint these monsters that I drew. I still haven't set up my paint or anything yet, so it's gonna be a little while. I do need to. I wrote a whole like 3 pages on just asthma, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to fit all this on this table, so I'm just gonna use chat gbt. So because chat gbt is actually pretty cool, dude. I mean, it's pretty solid. Okay, so um I'll read this verbatim at first. um or I'm gonna read a little bit and then I'm gonna read it to you because I want to be able to work at the same time, which may not happen. I may just have to read this first and then paint a little bit. So asthma is a chronic long-term lung condition that affects the airways, the tubes that well, we know what the airways are. In people with asthma, these airways are inflamed, sensitive, and prone to narrowing. There is also another part of the airway that's affected with asthma. It's called the alveoli. It's the little air sacs at the ends of the bronchial tubes. They're damaged. They're smaller than what they're supposed to be. Um, so when exposed to triggers, three things typically happen. Airway inflammation, which is swelling and irritation. Bronchoconstriction, which is the tightening of the uh the bronchial tubes and around never mind, I was wrong. Tightening of the muscles around the airways caused by stress. Increased mucus production. Airways become clogged. Now, when I tell you I literally have drainage like all the time, it yeah, baby. Is what good for you? Tooth? Your teeth are a part of you. So yeah, they're good for you. They help you chew up your food. And that's how you get your ATP molecules, adenine triphosphate. No, don't eat teeth unless it's fake gummy teeth. Don't be chewing on teeth. You break your other teeth. Good? Okay. Asthma symptoms can vary wildly from mild to severe and life-threatening, and it may change over time. I hear a lot from other people who have asthma or who have family members that have asthma And they're like, oh, well, they grew out of that, or oh, they it's not a problem for them anymore. But what a lot of people don't realize is that you could have not had pretty much any symptoms or a flare up or an attack for like 10 years. And then all of a sudden something triggers it and you're in an ambulance, you know, praying that you can get a breath in. Like, I got a story to tell you after I go over all this asthma stuff. So don't let me forget. Um, okay, let's see. Common asthma triggers. So we're just gonna hold the phone up and read. Common asthma triggers. Allergens, so pollen, dust mites, mold, pet dander. Now, mold is dangerous for anybody and everybody. I don't like how this light is in my face. I'm gonna put my phone back down. I was looking like a ghoul. Ooh. Okay. Um, you're more prone to respiratory infections, like the flu, colds, bronchitis, and viral infections are 10 times harder on somebody with asthma or a lung issue because there's not an antibiotic that you can take to make it start going away. You just have to hope that you're going to survive it. Exercise or physical exertion, this is no joke. Like, I've been a huge fan of being physically active most of my life. I have done dance since I was my son's age. I opted in for I tried to get into athletics, but I wasn't allowed because of my asthma. But I opted in for PE, dance, again. Um, and then I would work out before I went to school and after I got home. Like, I was consistently being physically active. It's really rewarding. It feels good. And that sweat you break makes you feel accomplished, you know? It's but when you can't breathe sometimes, there's a time and a place. So like there was one time, this is not the story I was talking about, but this just came to mind. There was one time when I was in ninth grade and we were doing rounds around the gym and you could hear me wheezing. And I guess my pallor kind of changed and of course I was just dripping in sweat. And the coach, when I went by him, was like, "Faith," and he's yelling, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You need to stop. You can't breathe." And I was like, "I'm fine." I'm like, I am stubborn. So like I really wasn't fine. I barely made it to the nurse's office, had to take a breathing treatment and go home and later go to the hospital. So your girl's not built for running. um la, 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 la. So, um, let's see. Cold air or weather changes, and that one is no joke either. With the weather we've been having lately here in Texas, the severe ups and downs of like it being 40 degrees one day and then literally being 75 the next is that is the story I'm going to tell you about. It has been so hard on me this year. Um, smoke. I know I vape, but I've been a smoker since I was 12. And I can tell you, I will tell you, it doesn't always bother me, obviously, or I wouldn't do it. But I can go a day up to I can go like a day up to 3 days without smoking at all if I'm having a flare up or having attacks back to back. Stress or strong emotions can cause flare-ups or attacks, and that is so real, people. Stress, you hear it all the time. Stress does terrible things to the body. You know, it's bad for you. Your vagal nerve is overstimulated 24/7 and all this. But I mean, I'm sure you'll have seen it in movies where they like have like a moment of like terror basically, and then they start like hyperventilating, then they pull out that inhaler. Or if any of you have seen Teen Wolf and when he drops his inhaler and he's like freaking out for it and everything. Certain medications can cause respiratory distress. Funny enough, it mentions NSAIDs, which is ibuprofen, naproxen, Aleve, things like that. Which is not something I knew until just now. That's crazy. Um, it can, and another trigger is GERD. So I do also have GERD, but we'll get to that in another episode. And GERD stands for gastroesophageal reflux disease. Okay. Comprehensive asthma symptom list. Primary or most common symptoms. I didn't want to wear my beanie, but I kind of want to wear my hood. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it. We're just gonna go with it. Um, Shortness of breath. So that looks like that kind of, like you can't pull in the air all the way. Um, Wheezing, which is like a whistling sound. It's kind of hard to like fake a wheeze noise. Um, but it's high pitched, it's raspy, it's very noticeable. Like if you have family members or friends or anyone in your life that has asthma, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, Chest tightness or pressure. Uh, that is so intense when you're having a full attack. The pressure that you feel, like, here's a trick, okay? I don't know if you guys know this. Shut up, Sean. I will smoke my vape and be happy. Actually, I gotta have a cigarette outside. And hello to you too. Man, you made me lose my train of thought. Okay, all right. The pressure that you feel makes it feel like even your arms are suffocating you. So a really good way to get over that or to help until you can get to your inhaler or your nebulizer or to the hospital or whatever it is you need to do is to raise your arms up like this. It expands your rib cage and therefore giving your lungs a little more room. And yeah, it just helps open all that up. Another fun trick is caffeine, but specifically, okay, specifically, I'm not doing that. Um, Specifically, ice cold drinks, like ice cold or like very hot. So hot coffee, but no dairy. That's the thing a lot of people don't know about is because of the extra mucal production, dairy products can cause that to be much worse. Um, so where was I at? Um, Chest tightness pressure. I kind of lost track of thought. Thanks, Sean, for that. You, mm, um, Okay, coughing especially at night or early in the morning. You're welcome. That's what I think you sound like right now. Oh, you're welcome, girl. Um, uh coughing, especially at night or early in the morning, and that is that stays the course. I can't say this because it's gonna be for another episode. So just remember the coughing at night, early in the morning. Um, difficulty taking a deep breath, and that not smoker's cough, fool, but smoker's cough is like that in the morning. That's a primarily in the morning thing. Um, and smoker's cough is a much more, there's different types of mucus, depending on where it is in your lungs. I think it's like two or three types if I'm not mistaken. And you've also got that tar buildup in the lungs, and that's mixing with that mucus. What? Gonna do what? Oh, Daddy's doing that in the morning, baby. No, Daddy's doing it in the morning. Jude, no, or you're gonna mess the TV up. Please don't. Jude, I know you think you can do it, but you don't know how. Okay, so wait until the morning, please. Uncle Sean said hello. He's say hi right here on the camera. He's distracted by his tablet. Okay. Oh, my phone went off. Difficulty taking a deep breath. Now that one really sucks. I mean, all the symptoms suck, but the not being able to take a deep breath, that's how you know you're having a flare up versus an attack. Because you're not necessarily wheezing, you're not having any of that. Like when you're having a heart there, I don't know if it's gonna mention it on here or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and mention it. But when you notice somebody's having an extremely like the emergent type of breathing, like you call an ambulance, they need help like now, it'll pull their skin will pull in like this, like around their neck and around their chest because of the inflammation and the stress and the straining and all that. I don't know what it's technically called though. There is a word for it. I don't know what it is. Um, feeling of air hunger or you can't get enough air. That happens to me all the time. I'll just be sitting down, not doing anything, and then I'm like just kind of gasping for a second, and then I have to tell myself, stop, breathe in, breathe out, and calm my nerves. Um, respiratory and breathing related symptoms. Rapid breathing, shallow breathing, uh, noisy breathing, prolonged exhalation. That one is weird, my guys. That one is weird as fuck. You'll just be where am I at? Frequent throat clearing. Oh, I got drainage. Oh my god. Okay, baby. Increased mucus or phlegm, like I mentioned about the dairy products. Like I know you know you gotta have your milk, but try like soy milk or like non-dairy creamers. And I can't give up cheese. Cheese is life, bro. Fucking love me some sharp cheddar. But yeah, dairy products like yogurt, you know, that stuff, it'll make it worse, but they taste so good. Um, coughing triggered by laughing, talking, or exercise happens to me daily. Nighttime and early morning symptoms, waking up coughing. That doesn't happen to me if I'm not having a flare up. If I'm having a flare up and if I'm having, sorry guys, I got interrupted by a text message. Um, okay. Oh my God, stop. Okay, just had to tell them I cannot text right now. Okay, let's see. Shortness of breath during sleep. That man milk, man milk. He needs some milk. What the fuck was that laugh? That was not my laugh. Okay. Sometimes you just make, I don't even know what that was. Okay. Shortness of breath during sleep. Um, they keep texting. Shut up, Sean. I can like literally see you right now, bro. I can picture how you look right now. Um, mm, um, chest tightness at night. So that happens if you do have asthma or if you're familiar with it, you'll know that laying down flat makes it harder to breathe, like much harder to breathe. Sometimes I'll be perfectly fine standing up and I go to lay down for bed and try to get comfortable, then I start wheezing and my chest hurts and I have to get up and use my inhaler and all that stuff. So yeah. Um needing rescue inhaler during nighttime hours. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Poor sleep due to breathing difficulty, and that is also true. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about in another episode. So remember that as well. Um, less common or atypical symptoms. Chest pain mistaken for heart issues. Persistent dry cough without wheezing. That is my cough. I almost never cough anything up. I have drainage down into the back of my throat, but it's like nothing comes up most of the time. Except that one time, Sean, I sent you that picture of what I finally coughed up when I was super sick around Christmas time. Eating hair? You can't eat hair. It'll wrap around your intestines and then they'll have to cut your tummy open and pull all your intestines out. Yeah. You Wait, are you saying you wouldn't be as strong as a piece of hair? Okay. All right. Sit down, baby. Or go use the weights or something. You need to sit down, actually. You need to start settling down. I mean, you're not gonna get anything else. That's just how I be, bro. Okay. Throat tightness or hoarseness happens to me all the time. It literally hurts. Like it's right here and feels it feels like a bruise, but in your throat. Um, but that's another disorder I have for later on. Um, frequent respiratory infections all the time. Sensation of suffocation has happened. Anxiety during breathing episodes. That is the one thing that doesn't bother me unless it's an attack that's so bad I have to go to the emergency room. That right there, I full on have a panic attack on top of the asthma attack, which just makes things so much worse. I cannot stress enough that if you can control your anxiety while you're having an asthma attack, you're saving your own life because once that panic hits, it's just gonna exacerbate it even more and it's terrifying. Severe asthma attack emergency symptoms. Seek immediate medical care if these occur. What, baby? What, baby? You'll get taller soon. Okay. So, uh, severe shortness of breath at rest. So, here comes in my story that I mentioned at the beginning. On the 10th of December, I had an appointment, a regular appointment to go over my medications for like refills and stuff and like symptom checkup, just a checkup thing. And it was on the 10th of December. About a week and a half before that, I had noticed that I was having a lot of trouble with my asthma, just walking from the living room to the bathroom and then sitting down and then getting back up, pulling my pants up was making me wheeze. And I asked my doctor, I said, "Hey, I've been having a lot of trouble breathing over the past week and a half." I said, "Can you prescribe me a steroid, please?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll get you a steroid." And he gave me a mega dose steroid. It was like a 50 milligrams or 60 milligrams or something. I think it was 50 milligrams for 7 days. Okay. So 7 days later, or during those 7 days, I'm having virtually no issue. um on the 17th, or no, it was 6 days of prednisone. And then on the 17th, which was my birthday, it was a complete 360. Just was having kind of wheezing right now, actually. Um, I gotta breathe. Okay, I think I got enough breath. I actually think I might need to use the inhaler because when I hit the vape earlier, I inhaled it twice like a tard. So now I gotta find my inhaler. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. You hold it in for 8 seconds. Okay, still some tightness, but that's better. I think it's because I've been so dramatic with my hands. I don't know. I better not be getting sick again. It could be psychosomatic because I'm like talking about it so intense. I think it's because I'm excited about what I'm talking about. It is an emotional stress response. I figured it out. Okay, so inability to speak full sentences. Oh, wait. Before I go through the full symptom list, let me finish telling you the story. So, um, on the 17th, which was my birthday, I noticed that just sitting down, I was having asthma attacks and I couldn't for like literally days. I had my husband making the normal phone calls or whatever, check-ins and stuff. I wasn't doing shit. I was sitting right there trying to breathe. I was taking 4 breathing treatments a day. I was using my inhaler upwards of 8 times a day, which you are not supposed to do. It can cause your heart to explode. Okay. Um, hey, no cussing. Um, when I say I was literally, it was so bad. Like I thought that I had pneumonia or something because but I didn't have a fever was the thing. There was no fever. I mean, I did have a fever a couple of the days, but it was like super mild. It was like 100.5 or something. Nothing too crazy, and it went away. So it was probably definitely a viral thing. But like my doctor on the 10th never swabbed me or anything. And then come Christmas Eve, I could not get any relief whatsoever from the nebules or my emergency inhaler. Like I definitely should have called an ambulance, hands down. But I had my husband call his mom, my mother-in-law, to take me to the hospital. She said it's going to be a few minutes. We're picking up some food or something. So I like zone in. I try to keep my breathing as calm as possible, but it's not happening. My shoulders are up to my ears, like how I showed you earlier with the neck. My skin was real tight. What'd you do? What'd you do? Okay. My skin was real tight around my chest, like I was talking about before. I had my arms up like this. Here's another trick. If it's a heat-induced asthma attack, you can stick your head in the freezer and it helps it go away. If it's a cold-induced asthma attack, either boil a pot of water and stick your face over the steam, or better, get in your bathroom, stuff something into the crack of the door, turn the water on hot all the way up, and you can basically making yourself a steam room, and that helps a lot too. And the steam helps break up mucus and stuff like that. Um, so by the time my mother-in-law had gotten here, I had gotten dramatically worse. Um, she got here. I made it out to the Jeep. I almost couldn't get in the Jeep because I couldn't take a breath or I couldn't stand the exertion of just stepping into the vehicle. And she was asking me something and I said I can't breathe. And she's like, "Why didn't you call an ambulance?" And she's like, she sped all the way to the hospital. When I got out of the car, the only thing I could think was, don't pass out, don't pass out, don't pass out, don't pass out. But I'm already in panic mode because I literally could not breathe. I get in there and I took as deep a breath as I could, which was almost nothing. And I said, I have asthma. I can't breathe. That is all I said. And she had me say she could see how hard it was for me to breathe. And she took my vitals. My my O2 was at 86. Your O2 needs to be at 99, 100. If you're sick with the flu or an upper respiratory problem, 96 is okay. But when you get below 92, that's oxygen deprivation and all kinds of stuff, confusion. Um, it's just a lot. And so they sat me in a wheelchair. They got me back within like I'm surprised it even took 5 minutes, honestly, for me to get back there. Like it took everything in me to not pass out. It was sheer willpower. And then once I got in the room, I wasn't left alone, which was nice because if I would have been left alone, I feel like I would have died. Like I felt like I was going to die. And the nurse was trying to ask me questions and I was trying to answer her, but like I couldn't get most of the words out. I would mostly was just saying yes or no. That's all I could really get out. And she had to lay me down to do an EKG and I could not sit still because I was suffocating. Remember how I mentioned earlier about laying down when you're having trouble breathing makes it 10 times worse. Like I was suffocating. And when she finally sat me up, it just everything hurt. I was starting to get a migraine. I couldn't breathe. And she was getting pissed off because the respiratory therapist still hadn't been in the room yet. And so she put oxygen on me, 15 liters of oxygen, and that helped enough for me to feel like I wasn't suffocating anymore. And then maybe 2 minutes after, 2 to 5 minutes after that, the respiratory therapist came in. And I'm not saying anything bad about this guy. He probably had a long day or whatever. But to me, he was going slow as fuck. And I was like, can you hurry up? But I couldn't say that because I couldn't fucking breathe. And anyway, I got 4 breathing treatments in one. And it took about 30 minutes. And the doctor came in and was like, I think my chest, I was still wheezing after that breathing treatment. Still wheezing after that breathing treatment, and my O2 was only up to 92. But that's okay if it's at 92, that you can leave the hospital with the O2 of 92. But he said I was good to go home. He called me in the nebules. What, baby? In a month. In a month. Tell him he's getting it. Okay. Um, they called me in these duo nubs. So it's 2 different types of medication. It's albuterol and something else that starts with an A, I believe. And then more prednisone. And when I say that when I stood up, it didn't feel like I had legs under me. It did not feel like I had legs under me. I barely made it outside, and by the time I made it outside, I was having such a hard time breathing again, and I was just like, do I go back in? Do I really want to be admitted? Because I don't know. Like I just really didn't want to be admitted. Also, they gave me a shot of this type of like long acting steroid, and that is what made me decide not to go back in. I was like, it just needs time to work, and then my breathing treatments and my inhaler will work better for me. So that's the story I was telling you guys. It was really scary. I really did feel like I was dying. It was it was terrifying. But I'm tired of talking about that, and I need to I need to finish reading all the severe symptoms. Um Hold on. Um Open. Okay. Rapid worsening of symptoms, blue or gray lips, face or fingernails, chest retractions. That's what it is. Skin pulling in around the ribs and neck. That's what it's called. Chest retractions. Try to say that 10 times fast. Um, Fast or irregular heartbeat, extreme fatigue or confusion, rescue inhaler not providing relief. So yeah, it's manageable, you guys, but it's like we love you too. Bring me some food. What are you eating? Tell me what you're eating first so I can be jealous. Man, don't leave me hanging. You probably already got off. Whatever. Man, I'm hungry. I need food. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing here. Y'all, I'm about to call the husband and see if he will let me order food really quick. You can only get a couple things right now. Jack in the Box tacos, bro. Jack in the Box. Uh, oh, damn, those sound good. Chicken wine, chicken wine. Can I DoorDash something, please? Please, I'm really hungry. There ain't nothing else to eat, or I wouldn't be calling you. Can I just get Jack in the Box? Just some tacos? Oh, yeah, Jude wants curly fries. Jude, Jude said, please. He said, please. Don't be demanding. I said please too. We both say please. We're all saying please. You hear him? I'm doing my live right now, but I'm hungry, so I called you. And I'm just sitting here on the phone with you, talking about, well, trying to convince you to let me get some food. Yeah, I'm live right now. You aren't on speaker or anything, though. I don't have you on speaker. But I need an answer like really quickly so I can get back to doing this. I need the answer I want. Yeah, you do. I checked your account earlier. Your only account? Okay. All right. Well, I love you. Bye. Well, that was disappointing. Let's see. I'm gonna try something else. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just texting right now. Okay, we need to start painting. We're gonna paint now until no, I'm not using the paint markers. I'm using actual paint. I want to test my skills. I gotta finish this. This is probably a really boring episode. I was just like all that talking, like I needed a break from talking for a second. And I noticed I don't have any more viewers. Uh, Good job, babe. Okay, so all right. You gotta wait a month, baby. Is your daddy gonna get them? Most likely in a month, though. Okay. All right, we're gonna start painting now. In case you don't remember what they look like, he's got these guys. So, look at this cool paintbrush holder. Beep. I got a gazillion paintbrushes. I have more paintbrushes than this. I don't know why, because I don't really paint. I just got into painting. Oh yeah, Mason got me a bunch of paintbrushes and watercolors for my birthday and paint markers. Paint markers. I only knew about paint mark. I didn't even know that existed 3 years ago. I only knew about it because my Budapesti I'm trying to get comfortable. My Budapesti told me that the reason she did so good with her painting was because of paint markers. Trusty paint tray. And I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the acrylics. Where did they go? Hey Debbie. Yes, it is paint. Um, yes. No, no, you need to get settled down. Do you want me to go get you the blanket out of the bedroom so you can get all comfy? I'm sorry, baby. You just gotta settle down right now. It's already 11. I should not be doing a live this late. Okay, I'm just gonna dump all the colors out of this bag. Oh, it's why with you. You're making me feel bad because you don't want me to do so that makes me feel bad. I'm sorry, baby. No, don't cry. Hey, hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Baby, baby, Jude, listen to me real quick. Look at me. You have to go to bed in a minute. I'm almost, I tell you what, we can have a paint party tomorrow. I'll let you do part of the background when I get to it, okay? You got to be patient. I'm not there yet. So when I get done doing the monsters, then you can do part of the background. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get you a blanket though, really quickly. No. If I can scoot back. I don't want it. You don't want, okay, well I'll use it then. I'm cold. Oh, man. Go, baby. No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna set it here, okay? Mama, thank you. What? Mama, where's the number? I told you you could. You just have to wait until I do the background. That's all. No, wait. Jude, you need to be patient, remember? Be patient. Cereal bar. Do you want a cereal bar? Do you want a cereal bar? Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me see it, please. You can hold on to that one. Go sit down. Hold on to that one. You can do the back whenever I get done painting the monsters, like I said, Jude. Okay. You're kind of a variety. Kind of. I'm gonna use the black acrylic and I'm also gonna eat a cereal bar. And I also gotta take medicine. I gotta do all these things at once. There I go again on my own. Hey, by the way, y'all, I'm pulling an all-nighter to clean my house because during the day, hey, Marsha, I'm about to eat a cereal bar. Mom, I'm hungry. DoorDash me some food. I'm just kidding. I got a cereal bar. For the thing we had planned today, we're gonna do tomorrow. When do you get off work? Hello, what is? So we get to go to TJ Maxx or Burlington. They always have like super awesome clearance stuff. I've heard. I've heard. Hmm? I don't know where you put it. I have a different one. I don't have the one you have. Grandma wants to see you. Come in camera.
Wait a minute, you stupid, you Danny.
Don't be saying that. Hey, hey, go sit down. Thank you. Grandma thought you were funny. Whoa. Come here. Let me see. Look, right here. Oh, you okay? Grandma says she loves you. He said, shoot, shoot. Graham McGraham, whatever that means.
You like that word?
Okay, love you too. Sleep well.
You stupid.
Jude, sit down, please.
You stupid.
Jude, please sit. She's gone. She's not on here anymore.
Dad.
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore her.
Dad.
I think I'm just gonna put this little bit on top because I'm not gonna need much of it. I don't think. My eyes are watering. Which is another common symptom of I just painted my hand of asthma
What are you doing right there?
that I'm dipping my paintbrush in the paint.
why put it on that?
What?
I mean, you pay?
Oh, because I didn't want to put it where I'm going to use the colors. What? This is intensive, people. It's almost been an hour. I think, I mean, I was going to talk about one health disorder and one mental health disorder, but it's coming up on an hour and I'm talked out, if I'm going to be honest. I'm completely talked out. So, yeah, what he said. Join me next time on Stuff with Faith. And, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you know when I'm on. Hey, 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 hey. We don't. One, two. No, sir. We say what? Say be quiet, please. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for joining.